All right, ladies and gentlemen, so things are about to hit the fan. It has been officially confirmed that Congress wants to speak to the CEOs of four separate companies within the gaming slash tech field. We have the CEO of Twitch, Dan Clancy. We have the CEO of Discord, Humam Sakini. I don't know how to say that name. We have the CEO of Steam, and we also have the CEO of Reddit. All four of them are being summoned to speak in front of Congress because they want to talk about the violent rhetoric that has been on their platform festering over the last few years and continues to till this day. Now, obviously, two of the main targets right now for Congress is going to be Twitch and it's going to be Discord, because those two platforms, and Reddit too, to be honest with you, but Twitch and Discord primarily right now, because Twitch has Hasan. And I would be very curious to see what Dan Clancy has to say when he gets questioned about Hasan, because we all know it's coming. We all know Hasan is going to be the topic of conversation when Dan Clancy is the one that is going to be interrogated or questioned, I should say, by Congress. So let's go over the statements that were sent specifically to Dan Clancy and the CEO of Discord as well, and have a conversation overall about what this could possibly mean for the future. So this says Congress of the United States, House of Representatives, Committee of Oversight and Government Reform, specifically targeting Dan Clancy, Chief Executive Officer of Twitch Interactive. Dear Mr. Clancy, the Committee on Oversight and Government Reform requests your testimony at a hearing on Wednesday, October 8th, 2025 at 10 a.m. in room HVC 210 of the U.S. Capitol Visitor Center. The hearing will examine radicalization of online forum users, including incidents of open incitement to commit violent, politically motivated acts. Now, who are they talking about? It's Hasan. Okay, like, come on, bro. Like, it's obviously Hasan that they're talking about when they said open incitement to commit violent, political motivated acts. Hasan is now on the radar of the government. How crazy is that? We live in a world where Hasan, the streamer, is in the eyes of Congress and is being targeted by Congress. Now, obviously, Twitch is going to be held accountable first and foremost, and they're going to want to speak to Dan Clancy separately, I imagine. But this could definitely lead to something happening to Hasan's platform, because at this point, if Jeff Bezos says he wants to pull the plug, then they will pull the plug. Now, the chances of that happening, in my opinion, is very slim. If Dan Clancy continues to be CEO, we all know he's going to protect Hasan. He has openly said that Hasan is his number one streamer, favorite streamer, loves to blow him on a daily basis. There's no way that he's going to get rid of Hasan, which is why the entire platform is dedicated to giving him special treatment. And he's been feeling comfortable saying the psycho shit that he's been saying for years now. He's been doing it for years. This is not something that happened yesterday. This is not something that happened last week. This is something that's been happening for years. And if Hasan has to be the fall guy for Twitch to continue operating, then I imagine they probably will pull the plug. But we don't know that quite yet. But anyway, it says, to confirm your appearance at the hearing, please contact Committee of Oversight and Government Reform staff. Please provide your written testimony at least 2 business days prior to the hearing. You will have the opportunity to provide a 5-minute opening statement prior to answering questions posed by members. The Committee on Oversight and Government Reform is the principal oversight committee of the U.S. House of Representatives and the broad authority to investigate any matter at any time under House Rule X. Thank you in advance for your cooperation. Now, it is to my knowledge that these hearings get televised. I don't know for sure if they 100% do, but I will say if they do, I will be streaming it. There is no doubt about it. I want to hear the gaslighting. I want to hear the absolute bullshit that is going to come out of Dan Clancy's mouth. I want to see how this man is going to make up lies to try to protect not only Hasan, but the platform over on Twitch. I want to see it. I want to see how you're going to lie about Frogan. I want to see how you're going to lie about all these streamers that talk about these radical fucking things and then nothing ever happens to them. But if you call a girl fat on Twitch, you get banned for 2 weeks. I want you to explain that. I want to see how he's going to actually do it. I'll be very curious. But in any case, now we're going to move over to Discord. So Discord is also being summoned. Now, the reason why Discord is being summoned is because, well, it has been found out that obviously he was part of many public servers, one of which seemed to have been involved in some way, shape, or form in planning or at least knowing of the assassination of Charlie Kirk. So with all that being said, now all of those servers are being scraped for information, and I'm sure we're going to find out more as time goes on. Discord also came out publicly and said that the assassin of Charlie Kirk did not plan his entire thing on Discord. He didn't plan it at all. That's what they said. We come to find out that's probably not true. So again, they're going to be questioned by the United States Senate, and let's see what it has to say. So this is reference to Mr. Humam. I can't say his last name. Chief Executive Officer of Discord. Dear Mr. Sakiri, I write to you with grave concern over Discord's connection to violence through the country. Just last week, Tyler Robinson was arrested for the assassination of conservative leader Charlie Kirk. It has since been revealed by law enforcement that Robinson used Discord to communicate with his roommate in the wake of the assassination about the shooting, even sharing details such as where he left his weapon, which is crazy because, again, Discord has come out and said that they did not plan anything on the platform. They might have talked about it, but maybe they didn't plan it. But it seems like they're trying to save their own ass. Regardless, they used the Discord to talk about the assassination and shared where he left his weapon. The press has also reported that Robinson confessed in a group chat that he committed the assassination. But unfortunately, Charlie Kirk's murder is not Discord's first connection to extremism. In 2024, the Washington Post reported that cyber criminal gang 764, never heard of them before, forgive me for not knowing, thrives on Discord and used the platform to apparently go after kids. 764 encourages kids to engage in self-harm and to create and send sexual content. Videos and police records document the use of Discord to carry out this abuse. One Oklahoma mother told the Post that she holds Discord responsible for her daughter's abuse. A school shooter in Georgia last year, Colin Gray, went to Discord to declare that he would commit the shooting. At least one other school shooter discussed school shootings on Discord and described gearing up moments before the attack in Iowa. So here's the problem. Okay, the problem with this is that I worry that this is going to become a blame gamers thing. And we have been seeing tweets and iterations of people trying to do this, right? We've seen people trying to blame the gaming for the reason why all of this is happening. But Discord is past that at this point. Discord may have started as something for the gamers, but Discord is now just a literal social media platform at this point. And its original history and its origins really don't matter at this point anymore. It's well past that. So if they go after Discord, I think it's going to lead to a lot of changes in it, TOS. I think it's going to lead to a lot of censorship on the platform, which is probably, you could say it's for the better, you could say it's for the worse. We could always debate that. But at this point, I think Discord is going to be, and they've already started changing their TOS, by the way. Discord is going to be the target of a lot of these politicians, and rightfully so, because at this point, Discord knows about this stuff. They clearly do. And they're trying to gaslight people and pretend like they don't, their platform is not used for this. But we all know that it is. Everybody knows if you use Discord, the kind of weird shit, terrorist shit that happens over there, especially in some of these private servers. I mean, it's absolutely insane. So at this point, I think it's not crazy to say that they're going to target Discord often in the next coming years as Trump is remaining president. Now, people have their comments. And again, I don't have the statement that was sent to Steam. I don't think we're going to get the statement considering Steam is a private company. But here's the second screenshot here for Discord. It says Discord has had ample notice that this platform is being used to radicalize young men, abuse children, and plan acts of domestic terrorism. Discord's continued connections to cases involving predators and deranged killers concerns me greatly. Discord must come clean about its use of software by extremists and explain what steps it is taking to fix the issue. Please respond to the following questions by September 26th. What measures does Discord have in place to ensure that users are not planning violent attacks or abusing minors? What steps does Discord take if it becomes aware a user is planning a violent attack? Has Discord turned over all of Tyler Robinson's Discord messages to law enforcement? Prior to the shooting of Charlie Kirk, what steps did Discord take to fortify its light of reports of its use by cyber criminal gang 764 and school shooters? I would be very curious to know the answers, to be honest with you. Also, keep in mind, they're talking about grooming kids and whatnot, but I haven't seen Congress, at least not to this level anyway, go after Roblox. But maybe because Roblox hasn't had any political assassination affiliations, I really don't know. But at this point, I'm sure it's only a matter of time. It seems like they're not fucking around. If you look here, Discord posted after a decade as founder and CEO, Jason is passing the torch. This was all the way back in April of 2023. I wonder if he knew anything. I really do. But in any case, listen, guys, they're also apparently wanting to talk to Steam. And the reason why they're wanting to talk to Steam is because Steam has also had a group that was affiliated with Tyler Robinson. This group was called If You Read This, You're Gay. And not even an hour after Charlie Kirk got assassinated, this group on Steam was telling its users, and it was only like a few of them, but it was telling its users to use encrypted messaging and to not talk about XYZ incident without the encrypted messages. So they clearly knew what was going on. They clearly knew what was happening. And I'm sure they're going to want to know the same questions for Steam that they're asking of Discord. I'm sure they're going to want to know what Steam is doing to take, I guess, steps in order to prevent things like this from happening on their platform. I'm sure they want to know what they're doing about the messaging system in Steam, if it detects anything related to political violence or violence in general. I'm sure they're going to want to know all of this stuff. So this is going to be pretty fucking wild. And we haven't even covered the biggest elephant in the room, which is Reddit. Now, I don't have the letter that was sent to Reddit, but we already know about Reddit, okay? Reddit has a, let's just say, reputation for a reason. And Reddit is, if they have to testify, which they do, I gotta imagine it's gonna be really ugly for Reddit, because Reddit probably has worse content on their platform than all the other platforms we just talked about combined. Maybe Discord is probably on equal par because they're crazy, but I gotta imagine Reddit's probably a little bit crazier. But again, we don't know for sure. So I'm very curious what's gonna happen between all of this, but it seems like shit is hitting the fan. And at this point, I cannot wait to see what the response is going to be from these CEOs that are supposedly trained in, public speaking. I can't wait to see what they're going to say and how they're going to defend some of the things that are happening on their platform, especially Reddit, especially Discord, and especially Twitch, and a little bit of Steam. So we shall see what happens in the future. But as of right now, we got to wait until the date that is going to be in October for this particular hearing. So you guys let me know in the comments down below. What do you think about this entire situation? How bad do you think it's going to get for these platforms? Do you think it's over for them? Do you think they're going to be exposed as basically aiding and abetting this stuff? Or do you think they're just platforms, that unfortunately are not monitoring property? Whatever it may be, let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, consider hitting that like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.